Hi guys, Shaquita Graham here from TechCoWeb.com and co-founder of MarriedWomen'sBiz.com. And I'm here to have a real quick conversation about a very important topic. Let me share my screen and get right to it. Do this really quickly. Now, in the Washington Post, there was an article that says it's time to stop talking about racism with white people. This comes right on the heels of the all-Black national convention that's taking place in basically next week here in Atlanta. And so the question is, isn't it time that we stop talking about racism with white people? Let me go in more detail. In this article, and while referencing the hashtag Black Lives Matter. I'm not talking about the actual group, but the hashtag. The article, the author of the article says, can we please stop? We need to stop acting like white people don't take the same reading comprehension portions of the standardized tests in school that we do. They know how analogies work. They got it the first time. They just didn't care. If they really considered the affirmation of one life mattering to be a denial of the same for all others, then they would consider Blue Lives Matter to be just as offensive as Black Lives Matter, but they don't. The article goes on and it goes on. But in the wake of us having the all-Black national convention and these kinds of conversations, it brings up to me Marcus Garvey, the only person you could really consider like the president of Black people, where he says, where is the Black man's government? I will continually say this. Where is his king, his kingdom? Where is his president, his country, his ambassador, his army, his navy, his men of big affairs? I could not find them, and then I declared, I will help make them. And that is what the All-Black National Convention is about. That is what platforms like Your Black World, the TechCoWeb.com, a lot of the things that you see different people doing out here, from Jason Black to Tariq Nasheed to Dr. Claude Anderson, we're all trying to help make a place for Black people and Black men to determine our own destiny. So let's keep going with this. Now, you see this happening as far as coming together and thinking about ways to create the type of policy and the type of ecosystem that's necessary for prosperity. You see this in other communities. So the whole idea of a think tank. I want to share a different page here. Think tanks. I want to show you this list of think tanks. This is a list of think tanks in the United States. Okay? Let me make myself smaller here. This is a list of think tanks in the United States. These are international think tanks. How many do you think are headed by Black people, studying the things that Black people need to learn about themselves, about how we further ourselves in technology? How do we further ourselves related to public policy? How do we further ourselves and related to our image in the media? Do you think any of these organizations are focused on that? As a matter of fact, there was an article, this is an older article, was in 2007, Think Tanks, Incubators of Scientific Racism. Because a lot of people say, there's no need for us to get together and have think tanks. I don't think white people are sitting up day and night trying to figure out ways to harm us. I don't think there's white supremacists out there who are just thinking about Black people. Well, actually, according to this article, there are quite a few think tanks out there that are sitting around thinking about ways to harm Black people. And I'm not, again, going to have a very long video here, but I do want to just highlight a couple of them that are spoken of in this article. The Pioneer Fund, the Manhattan Institute. Let me just make sure I'm sharing the right page here. Okay, so the Pioneer Fund, Manhattan Institute, American Enterprise, and many, many more. As far as the Pioneer Fund, it says today it still funds studies of race and intelligence and intelligence, as well as eugenics, the science of breeding superior human beings that always seem to be white, that was discredited by various Nazi atrocities. The Pioneer Fund has supported many of the leading Anglo-American race scientists of the last several decades, as well as anti-immigration groups such as the Federation for American Immigration Reform, and all of these different things. So on the Pioneer Fund's website, it says race realists view race as a natural phenomenon to observe, study, and explain. They believe that the human race is a valid biological concept. So while they're saying this in all of these very sanitized phrases and sentences or whatnot, they are funding some pretty horrible things as far as eugenics go. So again, we need to be thinking about this when we are having an opportunity to come together, like at the All Black National Convention. And now you see that there are studies going on for, like, at Johns Hopkins. This article says that taxpayers fund same-sex anal penetration study of adolescent Black males with adult Black males. Now, why would Johns Hopkins University be using federal money? This is a government-granted study which began in 2012, examining the meaning and function of penetrative same-sex sexual experience with teenage. They want to use these words, adolescent Black men. That's not the same thing. Adolescent Black men. That's teenage Black boys with adult Black men. Why are you studying this? This is the kind of thing, this is the reason why we need to come together, and we need to be focusing on things that are important to us: agriculture, technology, entrepreneurship, educating our children. That's what the All Black National Convention is about. Also, why are we not looking at places like Africa? Look how rich Africa is. A lot of us don't even know that there's oil and gold and diamonds and coffee and iron and all kinds of minerals that the rest of the world cannot do without. Yet we're not focused on how we can do business there. A lot of us aren't. More of us should be. This gentleman here, Sim Shakaya, he has a company in Nigeria that's worth $200 million. And I want to just list, he was at an event where they were gathering young Africans together to talk about technology and entrepreneurship. I want to hear what they had to say.
And we need you guys. I don't think, I'm turning 40 in like 5 months. Our generation are not going to be thinking, folks have fixed this country. Some of you guys, the 20-year-olds, the sort of early 30s, you guys are the ones that are going to see this mess through. So, just keep pushing. It's not easy.
For us at the CC Hub, we recognize the importance of learning, the importance of experimentation. And having seen the entire year and the way it's gone, we thought it was really important to, towards the end of the year, begin to help each other learn. The only way we're going to grow as an ecosystem is when we learn of each other and we engage in more interactions in a very honest and informal setting. And that's what we've always practiced from the word go. So for us, it was somewhat of a no-brainer. The team sat down and we're thinking, what's in the DNA of people who can run and grow a business?
So again, this is what it's all about, coming together so that we can grow and learn from each other. It's very important for us to sit down and think about ways to overcome the obstacles that we're dealing with and take stock of the strengths that we have and figure out ways to network with one another to build upon those strengths. And let's see, what else did I want to say on this, guys? I just threw this together real quick. I hope to see you guys in Atlanta next week at the All Black National Convention. Oh, I did want to share this too. A lot of us don't realize the beauty, the opportunity that is in Africa. And I hope to see a lot of our African brothers and sisters from all over the diaspora at the All Black National Convention, so we can sit down and discuss ways for us all to come together and figure out how to do business in Africa. Africa is uniquely poised right now, especially from the standpoint of technology. I'm looking at ways to harness some of the opportunities that are there that, you know, we don't know about. So I look forward to seeing our African brothers and sisters and other African brothers and sisters from all over the diaspora at this event. So again, I hope this was informative. Again, I was doing this really quickly. I wanted to get this out there, but I love talking to you guys. Again, I really appreciate all of the positive feedback, all of the emails, and I look forward to seeing everybody in Atlanta. Remember the hashtag ABNC, All Black National Convention. Let's talk about it on Twitter, on Facebook, all of that. Shaquita Graham, see you in the next video.